afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome all for this Power World IE Expo and conferences online. Chemtech Foundation, as you may be aware, was founded back in 1974 by my father, Jasubhai. And over these past 5 decades, we have primarily focused on how can we be the platform that brings ideas, technologies, policymakers, and innovating thinkers together for the core industries which are essential for India's progress. We have been privileged that Chemtech Foundation has been guided and run by the industry for the industry. Each one of our platforms, each one of our industry verticals is chaired by the most prominent business leaders, government leaders, and industry leaders. This year, we have been very privileged that even in this changed circumstances, we are able to conduct 5 focus conferences in just these 3 days. Power conference under the leadership of Mr. UK Bhattacharya, Director of Projects NTPC, and Mr. A.K. Jha, the former CMD of NTPC. Oil and gas under the leadership of Mr. Srivastav, Mr. Goswami, and Mr. Moitra. Natural gas and LNG conference under the leadership of E.S. Ranganathan, Director of Marketing GAIL, and Mr. Rajiv Mathur, President Growth and Policy for CAN. Refining and Petrochemical Conference under the leadership of Dr. S.S.V. Ramakumar, Director of R&D Indian Oil, and Surface Engineering and Corrosion Control Conference under the leadership of Mr. R.P. Pandey, ED of ONGC. Last 2 years have been very, very challenging and different, especially for the exhibitions and the conferences businesses, primarily because our premise is how do we bring people together on a personal face-to-face interactions. So while that is an invaluable contribution to bring people together in person, we believe this online platform has also given us new opportunities of engaging people in a very meaningful manner. This year, when we first did Chemtech, our flagship event last year in February of 2020, we had enormous support in terms of how people were trying to get a grip of this new platform. We built a very interactive and engaging software where you could have simultaneous multiple meetings and exchanges of many things. Can you not hear me? Can you hear me? Are you able to hear me? Mr. Paul, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I'm able to hear you.
Okay. Welcome, Mr. Prabhu. Good to see you.
Madam,
so as I was saying, after our first experience last year, this year's platform with 5 conferences, we had pre-registered delegates of in excess of 4,000 industry executives and technologists, which in our perspective, brings forth the relevance of these platforms even in digital format. So I hope you will have a very engaging, engrossing, and meaningful discussions and conversations over these next 3 days. And we hope to be back in person next year. So welcome all, and thank you very much for all your guidance, support, and encouragement.